Land of Victims. Literally, the name of the Bahraini village, معامير, means construction, as the villagers have built and revived the land after they were compelled by force of arms to abandon their ancestral land. However, their joy was suddenly destroyed by the curse of oil, which sat on their chests. Factories have eventually surrounded معامير on the four sides. They generate billions of dollars for the regime while they bring toxins, cancers, deadly diseases, and mental backwardness for the people of معامير. This is in addition to those who moved later with their various dirty industries, such as the petroleum, petrochemical, cement industries, and other industries of more than 130 factories and workshops. One of those dangerous factories is Armcon Concrete Company, which is very close to the village school that includes more than 500 students. These children inhale the carcinogenic cement, which the authority do not consider as a contaminated material, as it claimed in an official response to the call of the people to transfer this factory from their village. Although the petroleum company and the other industries are neighboring معامير, the latest comes first not only at the pollution level, but also at the level of poverty, which is widespread throughout the villages in Bahrain. Their suffering prompted them to double and continue their peaceful marches, calling for independent judiciary courts to improve their environmental and living conditions. They demanded their political and social rights, the rule of law, put an end to the discrimination and political naturalization, stop changing the demographic composition, prosecute corrupt people and torturers, and pay compensations for torture victims. Since then, the sufferance of معاميري people dominated the front pages, and everyone knew about the land of victims. This caused confusion and embarrassment for the regime, which had no way to get out of this trouble. Therefore, they fabricated the so-called معاميري's crime of murder. After failing many times in fabricating plays against people, the Bahraini intelligence worked hard this time to ensure the success of this play. So, they chose معامير as a location, taking advantage of the daily protest movements as well as the darkness, and they wouldn't be satisfied with anything less than the death of their victim, whom they had carefully chosen. And on the 7th of March 2009, and after 10 p.m., the fabricated crime was committed by the intelligence. However, they failed again to kill their victim on the supposed to be location of the crime scene, as one of the معاميري people rushed to remove the victim from the burning car.
وقفت عند البرادة أشوف الديرة غريبة كلها حرايق، يعني شيء غريب مو نفس المعتاد كل ليلة حرايق بسيطة، لا هالليلة كل شيء غريب صاير. أقول في شيء يعني الأجياب بكثرة. شفت سيارة تحترق، واحد طلع من هو يحترق، دايركت خليت السامان ما أخذت سمحت أركض إليه، وصلت إليه طفيت اللي فيه واحترق في رأسه وفي أياديه، قلت له روح القوات الخاصة قدام، وخايف مني كان يزعق هلب هلب هلب، فأنا فكرت يعني إني أساعده خلاص كامل، قلت له كل القوات الخاصة وروح، راح مسافة وراد رجع، أخذ شنطة وبعدين راح مشى. ما توقعت إني أنقذ إنسان وأتعرض لأبشع أنواع التعذيب وأتوقف 17 يوم، أنحرم من عائلتي.
Regarding the 10 defendants, there was no doubt that they were pre-selected because of the activities and movements of most of them, especially during the period of detention of the national figure, Mr. Hassan Mushaima, and a group of his companions for what the regime fabricated as Al-Hujayra plot case. The victim was transferred by an ambulance an hour after the crime was committed and was in a stable condition, according to his doctor's reports published in the local newspapers, in which he also stressed on having done some plastic surgeries to the victim as the stability condition was given. And after a few days, the Bahraini community was shocked by the news of his death. The authority achieved their desired wish and continued in keeping the detainees in custody since the date of the crime in March 2009, hoping to eliminate the movements and daily protests in معامير.
في الكلوي لحد الآن أنا قاسي أهوال المرض. من يعوضني؟ وآخر شيء بعد هالطامة الكبرى هذه الطم علينا، يهجمون علينا وسط البيت، يعذبونا، يفرهدونا، يبون يقتلونا داخل البيت. هاي من اللي يحمينا احنا؟
كوميل على طول كانت يعني من تهمة لتهمة يحطون ليه، من تهمة لتهمة موجهة إليه. وكان يقول لي ما بيكتفون بوضعه بس دي التهم حقي، أتوقع إن بيحطونها لي في نهاية المطاف بشي عود، يمكن يخلونه لي قتل أحد والله شيء. وهو يضحك وأنا كنت أضحك وياه، يعني ما كنت ماخذه كلام عن جد. بس الحين عقب ما صار الواقع أقول صدق إحساسك يا كوميل.
However, the movements increased their intensity. So the authority arrested the activists Hassan Abdul Amir and Majid Soleil on charges of rioting and unlawful assembly, and they were sentenced unjustly to 3 years. On the morning of the 5th of July 2010, and in the absence of an independent judiciary, the criminal court judge, who was also a member of the ruling family, issued his ruling to acquit 3 and sentenced the other 7 in life imprisonment on charges of terrorism. The frightened relatives of the detainees received the arbitrary rule by screaming hysterically, but the riot police could not bear the cries of mothers and attacked them and beaten them inside and outside the court.
للأسف الحكم الصادر كان بالنسبة إلينا صدمة كبيرة، وبالنسبة للمجتمع القانوني ككل، لأن يستحيل على محكمة أن تجزم بأن 7 قاموا بفعلة واحدة ولذلك لهم ذات العقوبة. كانت هناك أمارات وشواهد على التعذيب فاقت أي دعاوى أخرى بما فيها الدعوة كرزكان. هناك صور مثلا للمتهم الأول كوميل المنامي وقد تشوه وجهه بالكامل بفعل الضرب. لا يمكن أن يكون مثلا نزع ظفر من أحد المتهمين بفعل نفسه. للأسف 7 متهمين فيهم آثار تعذيب. المحكمة تقول بأنني لم أستطيع أن أجزم بالنسبة ل2. 2 قالت أثر قيد القيود الحديدية في أيديهم، مع العلم بأن الآثار كانت في ظهورهم وفي أيديهم. الرابع قالت آثار الضرب المتوالي على ظهر وبطنه بفعل الضرب بالعصا البلاستيكية الهوز، قالت بأن هذا يرجح أن يكون مرض جلدي، وهذا كلام لا يثير سوى السخرية.
Finally, we can say that the regime has failed again to pass their fabricated play on the public opinion, because everyone now is fully aware that Ma'amiri people are just victims.